Thanks to the amazing folks over at Ameda City through the Predecessor Creators Guild, I've been given an opportunity to take a first look at Predecessor's upcoming patch, patch 1.4. This patch is absolutely massive and has some changes for every single hero in the game. It's also going to bring us our next Predecessor hero, Boris, who's going to be charging his way into Sanctuary. We got a lot to cover in this patch, so let's get to it. Dekker is a beloved mage hero in Predecessor, seen mostly played in the support role, although some brave souls can take her into the middle lane. As far as base stats go for Dekker, the folks over at Omeda have given her a little bit less base HP, slightly more mana, and slightly more physical resistance. The first ability change we're going to discuss for her is to her Q ability, Photon Disruptor. This is her iconic line ability that's seen a lot of conversation amongst the community. Changes brought to this ability include earlier cooldown reduction, so you'll have more beams early. However, with that, they've taken the damage down early. So you'll be able to use it more often, but the trade-off is a little bit less damage in the early game. This makes sense because for those of you who have kept up with how they've been trying to balance Dekker, they felt that she was a little bit too oppressive without much risk. So they've given her more uses of the ability, but taking down the damage makes it a little bit less impactful. Her Stasis Bomb is her right mouse button ability for those PC users. You see a suite of changes aimed at improving this ability. The projectile speed is going to be going down with the gravity on the projectile going down as well. So for those trick shotters, you might be able to throw it a little bit further. They've increased the stun on this ability in the early game, and they've also lowered the cooldown on the ability across all levels. The last change coming to Dekker is a change to her ultimate. The overall damage, base damage, has been lowered, but the scaling on the ability has been increased, as well as the stun and or slow has been increased across all ranks as well. In addition to these changes, she's also seeing a cooldown change where it's 10 seconds lower at each rank, so you'll get more uses throughout the game. Let me know what you guys think about these changes and whether or not you plan on taking Dekker into the Field of Sanctuary in patch 1.4.